out the temporary job that they did, because we had a little bit of a leak during some heavy rains. So they're coming back and they're going to redo all this section. They've done the section over there, and that's all been done. But they didn't get around to doing this side. We had some really torrential rain, and just a little bit, this gutter overflowed, and we had a little bit of water get over the edge. Because it hadn't been properly sealed, a little bit of water got in the house, not too much, but it got in. So they're coming back, and when the weather improves, and they'll peel back all this and paint it with the coating that they put on this side. So cork isn't waterproof, so in the summer when there's a slight downpour, it's mostly waterproof. But when you get torrential rains like we've had in the last few days, the cork will become saturated and water will make its way down behind the cork. So underneath the cork there is waterproof layers, and I don't know if you can make that out. There's like an ondulin corrugated waterproof membrane. That's where the rain comes down as well into the gutter. So that's the way that works. A bit better over here. And then there's obviously more waterproof layer underneath that. So it's completely waterproof. And the weakest points are obviously these, the guttering. It's kind of incorporated in the structure of the house. So when that overflows, the design is it comes over the top and just down here. So when it overflows onto here, this is all waterproof, and it will eventually make its way down into these drains that are all along the side of the house. There is a slight, you won't be able to make it out, but there's a slight pitch in the roof. This is the highest part of the roof, and then it slopes down at either edge. So there's more drains on this side, and the water just goes down into the drain pipes and then out into the rain harvesting water system.
Ave Maria, cheia de graça, o Senhor é convosco. Bendita sois vós entre as mulheres, e bendito é o fruto do vosso ventre, Jesus.
So I said, where are you guys from in the States? He goes, none of us is from the States. What do you mean none of you is from the States? There's only one of us who's British. Holy crap.
Over the last couple of days, the weather's improved, and we've done a little bit more work. So I don't know if I've got any earlier photographs, but where they dug the deep end of the pool, they put all the earth over there, which has been great because we've been using that for any of the landscaping jobs that we've been doing. So that's gradually getting smaller and smaller, and we will reveal the wall behind it at some stage. And we've been digging that up and wheelbarrowing that around the front of the property to regrade around the water tank area, because the repairs on that tank meant that it needed regrading before they would start. These are the steps to the carport. They need treating yet as well. They haven't been treated yet. Unfortunately as well, where they did the coating of the paint, I think it must have been still damp, but some of it's already starting to come off. So if we can get some more of that product, we'll wait until it's really dry in summer and redo that. It's a shame it's coming off, but I think it must have been a bit damp. And the the lighting in the carport still needs to be complete. So the wiring is all there, ready for it, and the conduit, but there's no lights as yet. So this is where all the rock from where they dug the carport out has just plonked here, and it's kind of making some sort of retaining wall. But from here you can see where the water tank is. Over there, the two little tank lids down here is the septic tank, and the rainwater harvesting tank is the one that they plonked down there. They didn't dig it deep enough, unfortunately, and they never even put the tank in straight, so it's a little bit disappointing. It's those final details that just didn't seem to be finished off well. But so what we're doing is regrading that land there to give us like a lower terrace here and an upper terrace over there. But most of the soil from that pile will make its way over here to give us the upper terrace. So that's the plan at the moment. That's all the work, and it's it's really hard work. I can't put it into I don't want to film it because I just look like I'm in agony all the time, but the weight of bringing those barrows round and digging up, because it's still quite clay and claggy soil, so it's really hard on your back. So that's just pretty exhausting. I didn't want to film all that, but you can see that that's what we've been doing. So a little bit of landscaping here. We've put all the wood chips now in the front of the house and started to put them down the side of the house over here. And where we haven't been able to do that because we ran out of them, we've just been putting topsoil to cover the cardboard that we've laid, stop the weeds coming up. And so yeah, we still need to finish off, and temporarily we've just put sand in between the pavement slabs at the moment, and it's not permanent, so we need to fill in all the gaps between the paving slabs, and probably put a little bit more earth just to flatten it out a little bit more. I don't know, maybe it's good. We'll just grass this either side, just grass seed it so it all goes back to natural. The area where all the deliveries were brought and the lorries parked and everything at the front, that's going to get some of that topsoil, and again just seeded, grass seeded, and bring it back to natural. And we've got an orange tree and some other trees that need planting out, and we're hopefully going to start that project in a week or so, getting a few more trees and start planting them. At the front of the house, this is one of the points where the rainwater collects before it goes around the back of the house and into the tank. This pipe here needs to be covered up. I don't know if I've got enough soil to do that, but we were thinking of building some blocks along there and cladding it with natural stone, and then just putting sand or something in to insulate that pipe and keep it from freezing. So coming through to the front garden area, we've got some cuttings that need burning, which we'll be doing. And again, we need to cover this pipe here, because this is the rainwater which comes along here and into this point here, and then down. And we've started covering it with soil, but this short section here needs to be buried as well. And hoping I'll have enough soil from the back to do that. There's a couple of areas they did come in and actually fix some of the decking underneath the front room, but there's some areas that were kind of missed and have broken now that just need finishing off, but that's all good. We started burying some of the pipe work here. We just need to, just need to finish this little bit off here, and probably just bring a little bit more soil up here, because this all needs to be buried in as well. But I think the problem we've got at the moment is that is an open sewer still. So all the sewage comes out of this big pipe, and just drops into this box here, and it's open. We've put some stuff on the top to stop rodents and what have you going in, but I'm not sure even that's very effective at the moment. But they are coming in apparently to seal this box in. The problem we've got then is, how do we access the pipe if there's any maintenance work needs doing? So I just need some clarification on that. But then apart from that, that just needs burying and covering in. And then, as I say, down by the walnut tree, we've now started to create this upper terrace bit that covers the rainwater harvesting tank and the overflow pipe that goes out next to the telegraph pole there. So yeah, the wastewater and the rainwater harvesting tanks come down the pipes, 2 pipes here, then it splits off. The sewage pipe work goes down there into the septic tank, which is down there, and then the rainwater comes down here, feeds into the rainwater harvest tank, which is under there. And it needs a lot more of the sand just to bring this level up a little bit, and hopefully we'll have enough left to do the bits and pieces up here. If not, we'll just get some more. We'll get a load of topsoil delivered and do that ourselves. Yeah. Let's bring you over here, and this is such a sad point. This is an old olive tree that we were going to train to grow away from the house. and we've trimmed it right back at the moment, but I think we're going to have to cut it down. It's a real shame. But the heat pump is in just about the only position it can go in, and the problem is they've installed it right next to the olive tree, and the problem is the olive tree slopes backwards, and all the cold air that's coming out of the heat pump is hitting that tree and going straight around the back and being recirculated. So the heat pump is having to work twice as hard as I think it needs to. If the tree wasn't there, all that cold air would just come out the front, and hopefully the warm air would come from the back. Because they've put it right next to the olive tree, it's making it run very inefficiently. So the only solution is to cut the olive tree right down to the base. It's a big old trunk, so I mean, you could probably make some fascinating sculpture or furniture or something out of that big piece of wood. So if you know anyone who's an artisan or who likes like a big old bit of olive tree, then let us know, and they can come and help us remove it. Yeah, it's a bit sad, but it will solve the problem of an inefficient heat pump. Yeah, and it opens this area up here so we can do some nice planting and whatever. And we've still got, I mean, if we get rid of that, we will grow another one somewhere. We'll plant another one in to take its place. We've still got one of these old olive trees all along the back here. They all need a good trim back, but we've still got plenty of olive trees around the property. It's just a shame that this old girl is not very good for the efficiency of the heating system in the house.
Why are you waiting for the rain?